here we are in Finland, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the dragon temple, why it is created, and some details inside. So let's go inside. Good morning. I'd like to talk a little bit about the dragon temple today, why we built it and what is kind of the intention behind it all. But first I'd like to show you one thing. So like 25 years ago when I started back in Denmark carving with wood, it was this discovering my roots, finding out what came before me, and what is it, this crazy life, this life magic. What does that mean to me? And I look at the ancestors, the Vikings, what they were doing, and I started carving, and I was in the beginning making like this kind of small objects out of wood, and it gave me a lot of pleasure, like very easy way to connect. And then at some point I start to feel there's something missing in it. I just don't want to be just artist, you know. I like to be able to communicate more with people, and maybe to create something a little bit different. And then the idea started to be born that, wow, what if I could take this wood carving and combine it with building and create like a structure where people could be inside. And then slowly over the years, the idea of the dragon temple was born. And 5 years ago, I started together with Petra. I started to actually build it. And if you look around, I can show you a few things here. The space is like almost round. It has 12 posts all around the space, which are carrying up the roof. For example, you can see here. Here is one of the posts, and this is my way of linking this wood carving and making it into something else. So by actually carving this figure, it changes. I feel like it adds to. I become small somehow. So my intention is that when you come into this space, you will feel a little bit like into some different experience, and you can start to mirror yourself into, for example, this guy here, which is a very expressive one. He's very inspired by, I was traveling in New Zealand to get inspiration from the Maori, which is in a way a very similar culture to the Viking, our own culture. So he's a very expressive guy, and he has a lot of energy, so I felt like, okay, he can be guardian of the door here. Some of the pillars, like in the center here, I actually haven't carved at all, because I also wanna keep something for the future. I don't know, maybe not all needs to be carved. This sense of open space is also really nice. Like, get the feeling of almost like trees are still growing here. And this is the center of the temple. These 3 pillars, the number 3 has a lot of meaning to me. It's such a dynamic structure, very strong and somehow full of life for me. And this all is carrying the whole temple with a triangle above, and all the pillars are sending these logs into the center, meeting up there. And there you see also the symbol up high, which is also the triangle, which is the oldest symbol we have in the Nordic tradition, which is symbol of 3, and nobody really knows exactly what does this 3 mean, but there are so many meanings that you can put into it. For me, it's just part of the magic of nature and this dynamic energy, what I like. I try to put it everywhere in the temple, the number 3. Like you can see over here behind, we have the 3 big main windows, and I'm not so like only like in Nordic in my roots. I feel like I have a lot of other inspiration. For example, from the Arab world is big one for me. The music is so powerful and full of feelings. So these windows for me, they came like this. I was playing with many ideas, and it came so that I want something like this. And to me now it's like there is this kind of Arab feel to it. You will notice that it's quite thick walls here also. You see, it's quite a thick feeling, and this gives. I wanted this kind of feeling of a cave a little bit, that you step inside and you're protected. You see here is actually clay. So the clay is the earth, and that is also like something very grounding. That when you're inside the space, you need grounding in order that you don't forget yourself, that you just like totally lose everything, but that you feel that there's connection to the earth. And we have behind the clay, we have this material here, what you see, and it's actually straw. So all the walls are made from these big straw bales, and then simply covered with clay. It's a very nice way of building, because you get a good insulation value as well, so that you can keep the space warm. There are also some other carvings here. That an example here is quite clearly Viking style, and that's like, in a way it's a little bit planned, because I have been drawing it and then moving it to the post and then making it, and yeah, it's another way to do it, and it can be really nice also, but I more prefer this like you just begin and then you see where you end. This kind of process of, you just have to trust. You start something and then you move with it, and then maybe it changes in total different direction. So this is maybe more the style that I prefer in building, and this is actually, of course, there were some plans about the temple, and I had many sketches and so on, but a lot of things have changed. So the whole process has taken a new direction, which I personally really love. So yeah, it's the whole place is an invitation for people to step in and to mirror themselves into this building, and hopefully it will help to ground yourself and to really feel into what's important to you. Where is your creativity coming from? How would you like to express it? Thank you very much.